you doing? Welcome back to Grow With Sabrina. My name is Sabrina Euland and I'm coming to you live from Marbella. So I've just done 2 days of intense GoPro. If you're in network marketing, then you know exactly what that is. If you don't, it is basically the best kind of mastermind course that's spread over 3 days. And I want to talk about something that I learned yesterday that literally blew my mind, and that is reprogramming. Now, you've probably been told a lot before that just give it 29 days of a consistent routine and you would have reprogrammed your mind to never let go of it. Guess what? That is a lie. Yes, it is. Because if you go to the gym for 29 days and then you don't go for a week, you ain't gonna go back to the gym. It's gonna take you a lot of, energy, a lot of focus, a lot of trying to motivate yourself, find the inspiration again, all those things. So the way I would like to explain is that if you see a tree, so imagine my head here is the top of the tree and my body here is like the roots. So when it comes to personal development, when it comes to coaches, when it comes to learning, when it comes to mentorship, all that different things, you have the first level, which is reprogramming. Then you have the second level, which is then your attitude, so what you feel about what you've been programmed to feel, kind of. And then the third one is your activity. Now, within personal development, I've been a psychic all my life, and that's the type of coaching that I used to do. For me, personal development has only gotten me yay far in my life. Now, why is that? And I never understood this because I thought, but I've reprogrammed my mind, I've focused, I put the energy into it, I do the affirmations, I do this and I do that, and I learned this and I listened to this. Does that sound like you? If it does, let me know in the comments. But then, do you do the activity? Do you get given activity to do every single day? Because when it comes to personal development or coaching, maybe you get a coach for X amount of months, or once a week, or once a year, or 3 times within a year, different things like that. So you're not holding yourself accountable. Now, this is one of the things that kind of like made me go, now I understand why I always fall off the wagon. Because I'm just like you. When it comes to exercise, I'm good for a certain amount of time and then I fall off. Because I thought I had reprogrammed my mind to believe that I wanted to exercise every day. My body does want me to exercise every day, but my mind goes, no, you did it for 29 days. It should be a habit now. It becomes more positive. Now, don't get me wrong, doing stuff for 29 days or doing it for 90 days or 60 days or a year or whatever, it will start creating small positive habits. But it does not fully reprogram you to never go back to the old. Because that's where you're going wrong. That's where I went wrong. Is that you think that because you've done this for a certain amount of time, that you'll never go back to the old. You'll never go back to basically what made you fail. You'll never go back to the past. But we always do. Why? Because we're programmed that way. If you think about programming, let's say you were born here and this is where you are now. And here is kind of like the end of your life. But you're here. This chunk, you've been programmed, you've been brainwashed to believe certain things. That certain things are this way and no other way. So if you then suddenly learn here in your life that this is all wrong, or most of it is all wrong, do you think it's going to take you that amount of time? Or do you think it's just going to happen overnight? It's not going to happen overnight. And I think that's when a lot of us kind of fall off. That's when we give up. Because we go, it takes too long. Yes, reprogramming your mind takes fucking ages. But there's a better way to do it. I always thought that it had to start with the mind. You had to start with your thoughts. Then you had to start with your feelings and changing your feelings and manipulating your feelings and reprogramming your feelings. Then do the activity. Guess what? It's not that way. But most of you might not understand this because you're probably not within network marketing. But within network marketing, you go from the top of the tree down into the roots. So you start with the activity because you have to do daily activity every single day to be able to make your business worthy of something, or to be able to make it an investment that actually is positive. So if you're then doing the activity, guess what? You start to feel better about yourself. You're going down. So that you're then creating a new foundation. But you can't do the activity without having accountability. Accountability means you find something that will make sure that you never drop off. If that means that you have a person, not a family member, because that very rarely works, but that you have a person that you know that if you don't do what you're meant to do every single day, that they'll go, wrong answer. You got to do it. And you believe that your relationship is strong enough for you to be able to handle getting told what to do, then use that. If not, find something that keeps you accountable. For example, when it comes to weight loss, are the scales keeping you accountable if that's what you want to do? Or do you have someone to keep you accountable to make sure you exercise? Because unless you find that accountability, you ain't ever going to go down into the reprogramming. And you can't start with the reprogramming because then you never do the action. So for me, this was like, now I get it. Because I've been taking the action. So I've been feeling better. Because I've been doing more. So I've been seeing results. So I've been feeling more confident. Feeling better about myself. Feeling that I can help other people because I'm helping myself. That starts to chip away the old program. See yourself as a computer. That you've downloaded Windows 7. And let's say you need to upgrade to Windows 10 or whatever it is. Or the I don't even know the Apple software. I am a Samsung person, so but let's say you are a computer and you need to upgrade your system. You need to eliminate the old in order to replace the new. That is what you do with activity. That is how you actually improve in your life, because you're willing to change and challenge yourself 1% every single day. Because if you do that, you can have success. You can have loving relationships. You can lose that weight or get fit or toned or whatever it is. I'm just using exercise as a I don't know, example. But you can actually get there because you're willing to change 1% a day. But if you're not, and you're stuck in the reprogramming, you're stuck in, I have to fix my mindsets. I have to sit there and meditate and go, I see my vision. I see my dreams. That ain't gonna get you anywhere. Trust me. I've been there. I've done that. I've seen all those things. I visualized. I felt it. You can't if you don't take the action. But instead of trying to just visualize and feeling it, how can you feel something that you've never experienced? You can't. If you didn't listen to my live yesterday, go back and listen to it. Because you can't see something or create something if you don't know what it feels like. So the exercise I told you guys yesterday, do that. That will help. But you need to take the action. So within network marketing, and this is one of the reasons why I love this profession, because you constantly getting kind of, held accountable because you have to take the action. Now you might say, yeah, but it's hard. Now, life is hard. Life is never going to be easy. I've done another live on that explains exactly why it's hard. But if you take the action every single day, you eventually get results. And then life becomes easier. I don't like to say easier. I like to say kind of like it becomes better. Oh, now I've got loads of dogs everywhere. Sorry about that. But if you don't take the action, guess what happens? Michael! Guess what happens if you don't take the action? Your life becomes worse. Now, I mentioned this yesterday on my live, and I'll mention it again. I used to have the belief system that if you stayed in limbo mode, like you didn't improve, but you didn't change, you just stayed exactly the same, exactly what you're doing right now, you carried on doing from a year in the future. exactly the same. Like you don't change a single thing, not a single choice, not a single thought, nothing. I used to say that nothing changes. Guess what? That is so wrong. Because once you start not doing the activity, you eventually end up with failing. Now, this is not failing towards success. This is setting yourself up for failure. Now, what does that mean? It means that you're choosing not to improve. So you're not taking the action that you know you need to do to make your life better, because you're making the excuse, you're making the blah, 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 and you're saying this, and the self-sabotage, and the intimidation, and oh my God, all those shitty excuses. Instead of actually doing the action and then seeing the results. Because guess what? Failure doesn't happen within a day. Same as success doesn't happen within a day. But if you don't take the action now, failure will eventually happen within, 3 months, a year, 2 years' time. Because you need to evolve. You need to change. You need to improve. If not, nothing in your life will change. It will get worse. You will not change, but your life will eventually get worse. Because the time we're going in now is hard. We're going to go through a recession that we've never seen. There is no better time to make money. There is no better time to take care of your health. There is no better time for you to get your actual financial, mental, physical, energetic stability. There is no better time. Because we are headed towards failure, in a sense. But if you do the action today, you can change that outcome. Is the life still going to be hard? Yes, it is. Because life is hard. So stop wishing for it to be easier. Wish for more solutions, not less problems. Wish for more understanding and more learning than less traumas and experiences. Because everything in life is about lessons. And unless you're willing to take them and listen to them and implement them, guess what? You're stuck in the thoughts. You're stuck in the reprogramming. And what is your subconscious doing? Your subconscious mind is going, you are not worthy of this. You do not deserve this. You will never get this because you are not programmed to accept this. You have to change your programming, and the only way you can actually do that is by taking daily actions. So let me know in the comments if you are going to kick your own ass, find yourself an accountability partner or something that holds you accountable so that you can make those changes in your life. Because like I said, there is no better time to get financially secure than now. There is no better time to have the best relationships than now. And there is no better time to improve your health than right now. Because guess what? You only have one life. So don't waste it. So with that, I want to say I love you guys and appreciate you so much. If you don't already follow me, hit that follow button, subscribe to my channel. I also have a podcast. It's called Grow With Sabrina. You can find me on Spotify. And I'll be back again tomorrow at normal time, which is 1 p.m. CET time. Love you!